Hey there, what's up? So it's time to eat lunch, so I figured I'd make a video. I'm having a salad. When I make a salad, I don't know how to make a small one. So I'm probably gonna only eat like not even half of this. Get down, kitty. So this is my salad. Oh my gosh. So I got the HEB salad in a bag, and it's got little ham cubes and some fat-free shredded cheddar cheese, some pickles, some croutons, really, kitty? He's not gonna be happy till he messes this up. It's okay. He's just a kitten, he don't know. And ham cubes, little ham chunks, if you will. Okay, so he's probably gonna be all over me because of the ham. And then the dressing is French dressing. I love French dressing. It's my favorite. So yeah, that's my salad. He's not gonna stop, so any background noise you hear is the kitten. So I figured I would just do a story time while I eat my lunch. So let's see which one. I've been thinking of a lot of story times I could tell you. There's so many. Oh, disclaimer, I don't work for Walgreens anymore, but they're always selling us shirts. I have a ton of Walgreens shirts. I wear them. They're comfy. I always got like oversized. So probably should have said that in the beginning, but no, I do not work for Walgreens anymore. So it's also raining outside, and like I said in my other video, I don't have fancy equipment. I don't have ring lights and stands and soundproof rooms and microphones. All I have is my iPhone 8s. So you gotta take what you get with this one. Maybe one day I'll get more equipment, but right now I'm just doing this for fun. So I think I'm gonna do this story time. I think I'm just gonna give you some stories from people that have been in my car while I'm driving for Lyft. So people always ask me, every time they get in the car, they ask me two questions. The first question is, how long have you been driving for Lyft? And the second question is, do you ever get any crazy people, like crazy people? So I'll give you a few experiences. Okay, also I'm doing this on Snapchat again because that way I can do a beginning slide and an end slide, because I don't know how to do all the fancy stuff, okay? Some people do, some people don't. I don't. One day if I have time, I'll try to learn. So, okay. When I first started driving for Lyft, I was driving on the weekends mostly because that's where the money was being made. And I would drive till the sun would come up. And there was this one time I dropped off this guy, and he barely spoke any English. He was obviously Hispanic, but we couldn't really communicate because he didn't know what I was saying, and I didn't know what he was saying, and he barely spoke English, and I definitely don't speak Spanish. So, anyways, it was about a 20-minute ride. I mean, mostly silence. Well, anyways, so I dropped him off, and there's a way for people to call you through Lyft. They don't have your phone number, but what they do have is they do have a way to call you through Lyft, right? And so I dropped him off, and not even 5 minutes later, it was in the wee hours of the morning, I get a call through Lyft. And I was like, hello? And he goes, how much? And I was like, how much? What do you mean? He said, how much? I said, I think you have the wrong number. And I knew it was a passenger that was calling because of the phone number that Lyft provides on the caller ID. He goes, no, how much to get with you? I was like, I don't know what you mean, because I'm oblivious, okay? I'm oblivious to the things of the world, I guess. It still didn't click till later, but I was like, how much to get with me? What do you mean? Do you need a ride? Like, request a ride through Lyft, you know? Anyways, long story short, oh my. My hand's freeze acting crazy. Long story short, he was wanting, I guess he thought maybe I was a prostitute. He was wanting to pay me for sex. It took me a little bit of research to figure that out, though, because like I said, I don't know anything about the prostitution world, but apparently that's a thing through Lyft. I don't know, or through rideshare. But I'm part of some Lyft or rideshare groups on Facebook, and I explained the situation, and they were like, yeah, some people are prostitutes and they get customers through their Lyft, and so some customers just call and ask for services. I'm like, that was a first for me, and it's never happened again. Like, thank goodness. So hopefully my hands free will work. Get down, kitty. So there was this other time, and I can't remember if this was through Lyft or Uber, but I got a request for a ride to pick up, and so I picked the dude up. Y'all, this dude was hammered, like, and I was taking him to the liquor store. The whole way to the liquor store, which thank God was only like 3 minutes down the road, but thank goodness he called for a ride share because he shouldn't have been driving because he was that hammered. Let me tell you, the whole time he was in my car was telling me how much he hates women, how evil women are, how he could just like kill all the women of the world. Basically, he spent the entire time in my car trashing women. So finally, I get him to the liquor store, and I turn around and I look at him. I said, do you want to request another driver? Because I'm a woman, and I don't know what to do in this situation. I said, I mean, if you want to have another driver, you know, whatever, I can go ahead and end the ride, because he had put in for 2 stops. One to the liquor store, one from the liquor store, right? Well, he said, no, I don't know how long it would take to get another ride or whatever. I was like, okay, well, I'm just letting you know, I'm a woman, so obviously you hate me, and I'm very uncomfortable, and, you know. Anyways, he went to the liquor store, and I almost just ended the ride, but I was like, you know what, it's only a couple of minutes down the road. Well, he came back from the liquor store into the car, and, come on, cat. So, I'm bringing him from the liquor store back to his house, and I guess he had time to think while he was in the store, because he kept apologizing for making me uncomfortable. When he left the car, he handed me a $20 bill. He's like, I'm so sorry for my attitude. He's like, you're a really nice lady. He's like, all I have is $20. I was like, I'll take it. Yep, I took that $20. So uncomfortable. Like, dude, I'm a woman. So weird. So weird. So good. Oh my God. So then there was this other time, and I think this time I was driving for Uber. Actually, I know I was driving for Uber. It was on a weekend, of course, and I pick up this dude, and it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. And he was like, hey, can you make a stop? He didn't put the stop in the thing. He's like, can you stop over here? I need to give my grandma her insulin. I'm stupid. So we go to this rickety old house, like, I don't even think it's inhabitable. Is that a word? Anyways. So I'm sitting in the car, and he gets out, and he goes into this house. Y'all, not even joking, all these zombified people start slowly walking to this guy's house. Okay, remember, I've led a sheltered life. I don't know about things that go on in the world. So I'm just sitting there going, so I'm confused. I don't know what's going on, I wasn't raised around certain things. So I'm sitting out there for a good 15-20 minutes, and all these zombified people that went in the house are coming out of the house slowly. Also, I was thinking I was in the middle of a horror movie or a nightmare, which that brings me to another story I'll tell you in a minute. But anyways, so he's like, can you take me to the store? I was like, okay. So we went to the store, and he goes up to this car, and he puts his head and his arms in this car for a good 3 to 4 minutes, and he comes back out putting money in his pocket, and I'm like, oh no. What does this guy have in my car? If I get pulled over and he's got stuff on him, I'm going to go to jail. I've never been to jail in my life. So he finally finishes his business with his car, and he was like, can you take me here? And I'm like, oh my God. At this point, this guy he knows what I look like. He knows what kind of car I drive. He has my license plate number, because rideshare gives them all that information so that they make sure they get in the right car. He's got my picture from my profile. And I'm like, it wouldn't be hard to find me. All you got to do is, put in a few key pieces of information. And he kept asking me questions like, how many kids do you have? Are they underage? Do I have a husband at home waiting for me? Like sketchy questions like that. And I didn't realize they were sketchy till later. So this guy knows all kind of information about me. Of course, when strange men ask me questions about if I'm married or not, I'm like, I lie to them and tell them yes, because it gets uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? If I say that I'm not. Anyways, so he has all this information about me, some of it false, because he thinks I have a husband at home waiting on me. I was like, yeah, he tracks my phone, he watches everywhere I go, make sure I'm okay. He was like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever. Anyways, the dude kept me occupied for 2 hours on Uber time, and Uber's calling me like, are you okay? Are you okay? Of course, my phone's on do not disturb, but I know they're calling me because they're leaving voicemails. When he got out of my car, I immediately drove off to a safe place, called Uber, and I was like, do not pair me with him again. Just don't do it. And they didn't. But I don't drive for Uber anymore. Excuse me. Hiccups. Okay. I have so many stories. I'm gonna have to do like 2 parts. So this will be the last one I tell you. I think, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. It's taking me forever to eat my salad because there's so much of it. But okay, so they had this couple. I picked him up from the bar. Obviously a weekend, and they're going into Beaumont, and I don't know, people are like, oh, you go to the west side or take me to the south side. I don't know my direction. I'm not directionally intelligent. Anyways, wherever I was, anyways, I was taking this couple home, and it's really foggy. Okay, let me set the scene here. It's dark, obviously. The street lights not working. Fog everywhere, okay? So, this was so scary. I can't. It was so scary. Okay, so I pull up to the stop sign, right? And a little ways down the road, about halfway down to the next stop sign, there's something in the middle of the road. Obviously a person, okay? It's dark. So, but my lights are on, and I see this lady in the middle of the road. Okay. She has a white bonnet on her head. She's wearing a white flowy, looks like a muumuu, and white house shoes in the middle of the road in the middle of the night, right? Y'all, she was standing in the middle of the road, turned her head, looked directly at me, and was like, she didn't move. She would not get out of the way of from in front of my car. I was like, do y'all see her? I'm glad I wasn't by my... I'm glad I wasn't by myself, because let me tell you, I was kind of scared. I was like, do y'all see her too, or am I seeing things? They're like, yeah, what is she doing? I'm like, she's just standing in the middle of the road staring at me. Anyway, she wouldn't move, so I had to go around her and whatnot. I was thinking, we got some zombie apocalypse going here. She was obviously on something. She had to have been. Who does that? Maybe, you know how they say that some people, when they take Ambien, they go for walks and drives and cook and stuff? Maybe that's what she was on. I don't know. All I know is she scared the mess out of me and the mess out of my passengers. Anyways, yeah. That was a frightening experience. Remember I told you in my last video, I'm always stumbling all over my words? That's an example of that. So I think I'm done with my salad. So good. So full. Come here, you. Mm-hmm. You hear the purr? You just can't be quiet, can you? Say bye. Orion, say bye. He's like, whatever. So, I hope you enjoyed my story time and my beautiful salad that's so delicious, and I will be eating it for dinner because I don't know how to make a small salad. Thank you for putting up with my ratty hair. I'm seriously about to shave my head. I don't know how to fix hair. Yes, I know. I'm 43 years old and I don't know how to fix hair. But I can pull it up and that's about it. But no matter what I do to it, it just looks ratty. So, yeah. I might just shave it off. No, just kidding, I won't. But I need to cut it. Anyways, let me know if you like this video. Do the whole thumbs up, you know, all the things that they tell you to do. And I'll see you next time. Let me know what you think about my stories, my Lyft stories. I have so many more. So many stories. Anyways, hope you have an amazing day. Bye.